Hi folks, how you doing? It's James, JT at the movies. We made it! It's day 30 of my 30-day movie challenge. I can't believe it's over. I've had the best time doing this. And, well, I'm saying it's day 30, aren't I? It's technically day 31. July gave me that extra day's grace. So I did make use of it because we had a really busy weekend, as I explained in yesterday's vlog. But today's challenge was to watch a film with a beautiful ending. And there were a few films that I mulled over watching, and had we have not just done the Indiana Jones marathon last month in the run-up to Dial of Destiny, I would have been picking... where's it gone? It's right here. I'd have probably been picking this, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, because honestly that where they ride off into the literal sunset is just chef's kiss for me. That's a perfect film ending. But I didn't want to watch that again, having watched it so recently and having talked about it so recently on the channel. And so we got to thinking, and I can't take credit for this, my lovely Laura made the suggestion, well, why don't we watch Ghostbusters Afterlife? Because the ending of that is just superb. And I thought about it and I was like, she's right. That's absolutely a brilliant shout for me and my tastes, and it fits the challenge perfectly. So I'll just do the quickest of plot recaps for Ghostbusters Afterlife. It takes place some 30 years after the events of Ghostbusters 1 and 2. The Ghostbusters are all broken up, and Egon Spengler has died. His estranged daughter and grandchildren inherit his property out in the town of Somerville, and they basically come to settle his affairs and see what they can, sell and make a buck on. They come and integrate their lives there, and of course they find all the Ghostbusters tech and start to realise that there's something going on, and that Egon hadn't just retired there and cut everybody off for no reason. He was trying to protect humanity and sort of save everybody again from Gozer the Gozerian, the ghost and the villain of the first film. And of course, things progress and the kids learn how to use the gear and become Ghostbusters, and the mum gets involved with the school teacher played by Paul Rudd, and they end up doing the whole gatekeeper and keymaster bit from the first one. And it does retread a lot of the same steps as the first one, but I absolutely adore it for that. This film for me is fan service done right, and I just absolutely loved it. If you want to see my out of the cinema thoughts on this, you can go back on the channel, quite a few videos now, but about a year back on the channel we did a vlog on this as we came straight out of the cinema, and you'll be able to see mine and Laura's immediate thoughts on that. But I'm going to jump now straight to the ending. The ending is that they lure Gozer back to the farmhouse, which has been wired up to be a trap by Egon before he died. The original Ghostbusters of Bill Murray's Peter Venkman, and then Winston Zeddemore played by Ernie Hudson, and Dan Aykroyd's Ray Stantz turn up to help the young new Ghostbusters in this, played by McKenna Grace and Finn Wolfhard. And then the ghost of Harold Ramis's character, Egon Spengler, turns up. And it's beautiful. It's so beautifully done and so tastefully done, and they consulted Harold Ramis's family, and just the fact as well that towards the end of his life, him and Bill Murray made up after like a nearly 30-year-long spat, and they basically didn't speak to each other after making Groundhog Day, which they made like a year or two after making Ghostbusters 2, and like, it was just so sweet that they almost, didn't get that chance to sort of reconcile in life. But there's this beautiful sort of scene at the end of it where you see all four Ghostbusters stood in formation again. And I just think it was so tastefully done. I mean, there's a real sort of moral and ethical debate, isn't there, about the using sort of dead celebrities' likenesses for things. And I'm on board with this particular one, I think, because the family have said that it's okay to do, and I feel that it was done tastefully to pay tribute and homage to Harold Ramis rather than to sort of, further the plot and line everybody's pockets with his likeness, if that makes sense. But it's beautiful, and he gets obviously to sort of see his grandkids in action as Ghostbusters, and most importantly, he gets to reconcile with his daughter and his fellow Ghostbusters, and as everything resolves itself, and his spirit's finally at peace, and he literally ascends to the heavens. It pans to the night sky, and then the stars turn into text that says "For Harold," and it's just such a beautiful ending. And to a really great film as well. It's a wonderful reboot. It's a wonderful sequel. It does the fan service bit perfectly. I really can't fault this film at all. I love it, and I went into it so apprehensive after the remake with Melissa McCarthy and the Bridesmaids sort of team that made that, and that was a train wreck in my opinion. And so I was like, oh god, this is going to be terrible. They're remaking Ghostbusters, they're doing something. Why? And then when we went in, it was just everything I wanted and more. And I really couldn't think of a better film to round this whole 30-day challenge off. So there we are, folks. That has been my 30th film of the challenge for my 30-day movie challenge. As I've said over the last couple of vlogs, I have bloody enjoyed this tremendously. It's been really great to, have a reason to put videos out every day and to make sure that I'm watching a film every day and be able to engage with you guys. It's been superb. Leave me your thoughts on this film and your thoughts on the whole vlog series that I've done, and just anything that you want to talk about in the comments down below, and I'll have a natter with you. I absolutely love it. Drop the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. It would help the channel to grow, and it would mean a lot to me as well personally. As I mentioned yesterday, it's back to business as usual now. My next video out will be my pickups for the month of July 2023, so stay tuned for that, as I'm going to film it tomorrow, 1st of August. And then after that, we have mine and Phil's spoiler discussion of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny due out on the channel at some point, probably either this weekend or early next week, and that was filmed the day after we saw it in the cinema. So yeah, look forward to those two videos, as they're the next things up on the channel. Thank you again to everybody that supported me through this challenge and watched it and enjoyed it and got involved. It's been really great, and I've had a lot of fun, and like I say, I'm probably going to do another one later on in the year. Take care of yourselves, folks, and bye for now.